What's up, everybody? It is Coach here bringing you our monthly Vault update, what's coming out. So today the Vault has released the models, the STL files that will be coming out for the month of July. And now Mantic is doing their Summer of Sci-Fi campaign or all this good stuff. Whatever they're doing, I'm into it. So there's a lot of really good stuff here. So without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, starting us off, we're going to start with some Armada stuff. It's the Abyssal Dwarf Gunworm. I love it. Okay, I do have the Abyssal Dwarves. I actually bought them when I went to Adepticon. I bought the starter and the booster, but I wasn't able to get the Dwarf Gunworm, which is here in the Vault, which is the beauty of the Vault, is if you miss something and you have a printer, this is it. So I like this a lot. It's a cool model. Armada is still a good game. I don't know, it seems, I don't know, rumblings in the void about it, but we do still enjoy Armada. Now we're looking here at the Abyssal Dwarf Hellfane Battleship. So this is the big boy right here. I got to tell you, the aesthetic of the Abyssal Dwarves. Now I'm a dwarf player, and I love the aesthetic of the dwarves themselves, but I'm going to tell you, we were talking about this last month, all these cool skulls or whatever here, and monster skulls, and they have all the really nice cannons coming out of them and everything. It's a very cool aesthetic. It's not too grimdark, but it's just enough where you could say these are dwarves, they're evil, and here they come. So there's a lot of really cool details in here. Good for some washes and dry brushing. I mean, I'm can't wait to get these guys on the printer. So let's look at what we got next here. So this is something very cool that you need, the Armada Fortune Rocks Island. So there's some scenarios in the books that you can use to play a different type of Armada. You need some islands and things like that, and they grant some special powers and whatnot. This is one of them right here. So I think this is very cool. I like the fact that this is an Armada. All right, so here we go. Here are some of the Armada Fortune Rock Island, which was before. This is the Armada Sandbanks. So this is kind of looks like a old Greek island here, and you have some of the towers and whatnot that can be here. There's kind of a Cthulhu theme right there, maybe some Nameless, and we see all this here, and you can add that in. So we go right there. That's the slot for the tower or whatever, or have you. So yeah, it's great just to have this, because you need terrain on the table, especially in Armada, because you're not going to build terrain. They got to be islands and stuff. You could build little cities and whatnot, but here's where we see the extra stuff that we can have for Armada. I think it's great. Moving right along with Armada, here is the Sea Fort. Okay, and like I said, these are part of scenarios and stuff, but the detail is awesome here. I really do like it. Yeah, like I said, just another part of Armada. Awesome. All right. Here are the cannon emplacements, small cannon emplacements, which is very cool. All right. Look at this. That thing is awesome. And we have some, little beachheads here that they can go behind. I think it's great. All right. Now we're looking here at the Twilight King gargoyles. Okay. I guess we were missing this from the Twilight King, but here they are. Let's, the flying things here. And what's cool about this is if you get some high-level games or high-point games, you can get a few of them in here, which is very cool to have. I really do like this, what they're doing here. It's the Vault. The Vault is awesome. All right, so some sci-fi doors. If you didn't back the Star Saga Kickstarter and you didn't get your doors, this is a good thing here. Some terrain crate type deals and whatnot. Here are some doors that you need for that. This would be great in Dead Zone too. You could put this in front of the door and maybe remove it, to show that you're inside of it, or just bring a little bit of variety to your Dead Zone terrain. They got the good sci-fi feel to it and whatnot. This one here with the window cutout always reminds me of the Defender Shield. I don't know why. Maybe I'm biased because I like the Enforcers, but here is that. Next, a little bit more terrain crate. We have some terminals. We have some the terminals here, 3 of them, and we also have the gun rack. All right, this is just a cool aesthetic to have. You could have this on your dead zone board, even in firefight. You could throw some of these in there if you're fighting inside a city or whatnot, or maybe in a barracks. What's cool about this is, like I said, just bringing the table alive, making everything look awesome. I think it's very cool that what we have here. All right, and now let's get to it. All right, I've been waiting so long for this, and Andrew has been chomping at the bit. We've been talking about getting goblins into Dead Zone forever, man. Let's just get tons of goblins, and goblins in their own faction. That's what we really need. They got to break off from the Marauders and do their own thing, because, you know, goblins are really awesome. So this is Atrix Shrill Shatter, and he's part of the Nuts and Bolts Strike Team. So as of now, right now, we do not have the stats for the Goblins team, which seem to be the last 3 months. This is the 4th month. They are coming out with print it, use the companion, get the rules for the team, and then play it right on the tables. So right now we have the Nuts and Bolts Strike Team. So like I said, this is Atrix Shrill Shatter. Okay, looking like he has a superior shotgun here. Maybe it has a rotating shotgun. So that's that. So let's go next. This is Bolts. All right, leader of the Nuts and Bolts team. Now, if you'll remember that Bolts was a leader in the Marauders, which was replaced by the Gruntbot Gaffer. But there he is. There is Bolts. Now, I do have a bunch of these models that I bought originally. They were metal, and if you throw 3 of them in a sock, you could beat somebody to death with it. They're heavy as hell, but having the fact that we can print a few more of them, or maybe print a few more of them and change the color scheme, having that versatility and that adaptability is really, really a cool thing here. All right, so yeah, I love this model. All right, I love him. The Gruntbots are awesome. He does have his helmet on. I got a few with, a few without. I have them interchangeable, but yeah, awesome. Another Gruntbot. All right, so let's look at this guy here. He is Fenna Firebottom. Okay, and I don't know why they call him Firebottom. Maybe it's the fact that he has a flamethrower. Okay, and I like this sculpt. Look at this. It's a goblin going crazy. I love it. I think it's great. All right, what do we got here? We have a Moorbeast. All right, the Moorbeast. Now, this guy actually has a name, believe it or not. His name is Fetch. All right, and he's part of the Nuts and Bolts Strike Team. So, you know, here we have a, we have a Moorbeast with the bomb on the back. I've played them with the bomb on the back, but they usually never are the bomb beast. They're just the regular Moorbeast. I like them without it, but I don't know. Maybe it might be good, give them boom and blow some stuff up when you kill somebody. So, that could be it. That also backfires on you too when somebody gets a good shot at them. But yeah, Moorbeasts are fantastic. He doesn't have the chainmaw. He does not have the chainmaw, but he does have a bomb on his back. So that is Fetch right there. All right, here goes another one. This is something incredibly new. Now, if you notice, let's check this out real quick. We have here 1. Okay, this is an old sculpt. 2, 3. This is number 4. Brand new sculpts. All right, brand new sculpts right here. This guy is called Gritter Rocket Rider. So I'm assuming that these are rocket launchers here. Yeah, really cool. Riding on a Moorbeast. This is crazy, man. I think it's very awesome. I love this. I love it. I love the aesthetic of it. I like the fact that these goblins are not the silly little grots that get beat up by the Marauders. They're actually part of the team. I love the fact that Mantic's orcs, per se, Marauders, are actually very intelligent. If you read the lore and you go through the Badab War and whatever, the orcs are, no, it's not the Badab War. I'm sorry, I'm mixing up my things here. But if you go through the lore of the old thing, I think it's free on the Mantic website. You can get the source book, and it goes through the whole thing where they were going to use the Marauders as cheap soldiers, and they came back and they found out they were very intelligent and they had to create a society and whatnot in such a little time. So I love the fact that the orcs are smart, that the marauders are smart, and then also by proxy the goblins are smart. So they look very cool right here. I'm digging this. All right, I really like this guy, Gritter Rocket Trider. Okay, all right. So now here we go. This is Clunk Spark Wrench. Okay, that's Clunk Spark Wrench, part of the Nuts and Bolts team. It looks like he's got a few rockets here and a bomb, maybe a rolling bomb or something boom 4. I hope there's a big boom 4 right here. And yeah, I'm digging this. So this is another new sculpt. And hey, listen, the Vault is giving us new sculpts. I think it's fantastic. All right, look at this guy. All right, here he is. This is Crazy Gobby. Crazy Gobby with, he's got phase claws here. So he's got phase claws. He's got the rocket pack. He's all set, jumping up here. Loving this new sculpt. So if you've been keeping count, that is 6 new sculpts right there. 6 new sculpts, right? So the Goblin team's looking good. What else we got here? Oh, we got some loose weapons. All right. We got some grenade launcher, pistols, sniper rifles, and, you know, our ARs. So they're looking fantastic. Excuse me. Looking good. This is good to have when you're doing some proxying and whatnot. You know, this is good to have here. Kit bashing, all that good stuff. All right. Here's the one I'm really kind of excited for. We have a stunt bot. All right. I have one stunt bot. They were really hard to get. Okay. I remember we had one of the guys who were playing Marauders had got one early on in the blue resin. If you are an old school Dead Zone player like us, it was the blue resin. Okay. I mean, I have my monocycles and whatnot are all in the blue resin. So was this, but it was hard to get. And then they re-released it, and I grabbed one really quick. So I have one of the stunt bots. But now I have, you know, an endless supply of stunt bots. Now, this particular stunt bot is Nuts, and he is the co-leader of the Nuts and Bolts strike team. So I would suggest that he is, because he has the it's the Nuts and Bolts team, so he would be the co-leader. So I wonder how they're going to figure that out, but we don't know yet. I won't speculate. But Mantic, by putting this in there, oh, you made my day, man. I want to print up about 4 of these. Okay. Next, we have another brand new sculpt. All right, he's a brand new sculpt. He is Nick's Shadowclaw, Nuts and Bolts strike team. So this guy looks like a bad dude, man. He's got the he's got his prosthetic eye here. He's got phase claws, the pistol, you know, and I like that he's on the terrain here and whatnot. I really think this is awesome. So you're looking at this. Yeah, I just can't wait to see what's going to happen with this. I'm really looking forward to it. Cool model, excellent looking model, and there we go. As you guys know, if you are a fan of Family of Gamers, Georgie has a few Hulk wives. The Hulks are female. And if they are pretty, like the way I painted them up with all their rouge and blush and whatnot, and they have the beautiful lipstick on them, Georgie just finds them irresistible, can't help himself. So a Hulk, man, a Hulk in here. This is fantastic, guys. A Hulk in the vault. All right. And what's next? All right, another new model. So 6 altogether. This is Zin Skullshot. Zin Skullshot. So he is, I guess, the sniper of the Nuts and Bolts team, and I really like this sculpt. This is fantastic. Yeah, just a goblin sniper. So that's it. Let's get back to the whole crew. Well, all right. So this is everybody here. All right. So like in true Vault fashion, we have a lot of Armada. We got a lot of Armada, which I find good. We got a lot of sci-fi here. So if you are a Kings of War player, this month is probably not for you. If you're a sci-fi player or an Armada player, you are stoked like I am. All right. I like this. You know, the doors are cool if you need them. I got a bunch left over, but you know what? If I need, look good. I need one of these double doors right here. I need one of these guys. I could print it up and use it. All right. Yeah, the fort looks cool. All this terrain looks great for Armada. I'm thinking it. So now we're looking here. We have nuts and bolts. All right. We got nuts and bolts. Are the so nuts is here and this is bolts. So they are the two leaders of the nuts and bolts team. And then you got all these other dudes and a Hulk in the set. Now, these guys all they all have names, right? They all have names. So they are named characters, correct? And oh, I'm sorry. I messed up. Ugg Hulk. Ugg Hulk. That's her name. And the Nuts and Bolts Strike Team. So that's only one. So I'm sorry about that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goblins. We have 2 mechs, right? We have one stunt bot with the grunt bot and all these other characters here. Now, I know the stats haven't come out yet. We're looking forward to it. And we're going to go over it in depth, in detail when it does come out. What I'm hoping is this, guys. I know you're listening, and I appreciate you guys watching this. Will these guys, this whole crew of goblins, be able to hold their own against the other guys, the other lists that came out, the theme lists, or will they also be able to hold their own against just regular, good old-fashioned 200-point factions? All right? So, yeah, I don't know. I am hoping it because Andrew's like dying for these guys. So on the first, when they come out, we're going to print them all up, get them all on the table ready to go. Stunt bot, everything, just get everything ready to go. I can't wait. So once again, Mantic, this is the gift that keeps on giving every month. If you don't have a printer, I would suggest you get one. I know there's a lot of people out there who have the companion app and they have the vault because it was only a few bucks more. And they don't have printers. What are you doing, guys? Get a printer. Look at all this great stuff for $10. I mean, I've backed a bunch of Patreons in the past, and this is the one that keeps giving back, man. It's just a gift that keeps on giving, especially like this month as a sci-fi and Armada player. I am stoked. This was like coaches. This is for you. This is the gift, and I do appreciate it, fellas. I appreciate you hooking me up with this great stuff here. But if you've made it this far, I got to tell you, I got to thank you. And what do you think about the Vault? What do you think about these models coming out? What do you think about this summer of sci-fi? Are we going to get some good stuff? Is this going to be the end of it? Or is there just more gifts coming along? I know we got Night Stalkers coming into Firefight. I don't know when they're coming into Dead Zone, but hopefully sooner than later because we want to get those suckers on the table. But yeah, I mean, I'm stoked, man. Everything looks great. Good job, fellas. You knocked it out of the park. I just keep doing what you're doing. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the video. If this is your first time here, please subscribe, man. I do a lot of this stuff. And I want to thank our Patreon and our YouTube sponsors, the guys that channel sponsors. We really appreciate you being out here. And if you like this video, if you watch it, just give me a like. I would really appreciate it. And it costs you nothing to subscribe. If you subscribe, we're trying to get our numbers up, help the algorithm so we can spread this game around. Dead Zone is one of the greatest games ever. And we want to spread the word around. We want to show the people that the Vault has it. So just do that. Help me out, and I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Coming soon, we're going to talk about the Nuts and Bolts team. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.